With Windows 10 support ending soon, now's the time to upgrade to Windows 11. The upgrade process is pretty easy, even if you don't have access to Intune, SCCM, or MDT. All you need is a Windows 11 ISO for your edition and architecture, plus PowerShell. And of course, upgrade-compatible Windows 10 devices. Embed the latest OS updates into the install image so upgraded computers are fully patched at the time of upgrade. This reduces the number of post-upgrade OS updates required. Log in to your Windows 11 Privileged Administrative Workstation. Mount the Windows 11 ISO by double-clicking it. Open an administrative terminal or PowerShell session. Alternatively, you can use the mount-disk image commandlet to mount the ISO file, followed by get-volume to get the drive letter. Create 3 working folders: ctemp Win11 upgrade, WinMount, Win11 KB updates, using the new item commandlet. Extract the contents of your Windows 11 ISO to ctemp Win11 upgrade. Navigate to ctemp Win11 upgrade sources to make a backup copy of the Win install file, just in case. Note that some Windows 11 media ISO files ship with an install.esd as opposed to an install.wim. If this is your case, you can convert using the export-Windows image commandlet. Assign the folder paths to variables. Go to the Windows 11 Release Information page and open the KB article for the latest cumulative update for your version of Windows 11. Note that Windows 11 25H2 will be released soon. Scroll down to the How to Get This Update section and click Catalog. Click the link to the Microsoft Update Catalog website and download the update into the ctemp Win11 KB updates folder. Note that if the KB provides multiple files, download all required packages to the same folder. Optionally, download the latest .NET Framework cumulative update for your OS version and place it in the same download folder. Use the get-Windows image commandlet to determine the correct index for your installed edition. For my Windows 11 media, the index for Windows 11 Enterprise is 3. The process works exactly the same for Windows 11 Education and Professional editions. Just note the correct index. As a precaution, remove the read-only attribute from the install.wim file. Mount the image index to the mount folder using mount-Windows image. Assign a variable for the updates to be installed so that we can loop through them. Now comes the fun part, where we apply the updates using DISM, Deployment Image Servicing and Management. Use the DISM/image option when servicing an offline mounted image. Use /online for the running OS. Alternatively, we can use the add-Windows package commandlet to apply the updates. Please be patient, as applying cumulative updates to the offline image will take some time. Once the update is complete, use dismount-Windows image to dismount the image, writing the updates to the installation source's install.wim file. Following installation of the cumulative updates, do a dir or get-item or get-child item to see the size difference between your OE backup install.wim and the new updated install.wim. On the domain server, create a folder for distribution. Here, I'm creating a folder named C Updates Upgrade. Right-click the folder, select Properties, and open the Sharing tab. Click Advanced Sharing, check Share this folder checkbox, and click Permissions. Remove Everyone and grant read permissions to domain users, and read and change permissions to domain computers. Add an administrative group to which you are a member and grant full control. This will allow you, as an admin group member, to modify the contents of the folder from your privileged administrative workstation. Under the Security tab, click Edit, Add, and grant the same administrative group full control. Ensure system is present and has full control permissions. For this demonstration, the shared folder is accessible via the UNC path /share/upgrade. Note that in my demonstration, share is a DNS alias for the actual server name. If you use a DNS alias or CNAME instead of the server's host name, you must register for service principal name to avoid Kerberos authentication issues. Under the C Updates Upgrade folder, create two folders, one named Upgrade Logs, the other named Scripts. From your Privileged Administrative Workstation, copy the updated ctemp Win11 Upgrade folder to /share/upgrade. RDP into a target Windows 10 client workstation to be upgraded. Open an administrative PowerShell session. Let's do some readiness checks. Check your Windows edition using the get-computer-info commandlet. Check your Windows version and OS build. Ensure you have the latest Windows 10 KB update installed using get-hotfix. Ensure your computer has TPM2 installed, enabled, and active with the get-CIM instance and the get-TPM commandlets. Check to ensure secure boot is enabled. Let's establish some variables for the source path, login, and the local installation folder. Create a clean, fresh local destination and log folders. Use Robocopy to copy the updated Windows 11 installation files to the local installation folder. Depending on your network and other factors, this may take a few seconds, so please be patient. Now, we will create and write a local Windows event log. And now, here's where we actually do the actual upgrade. The arguments that make the silent magic happen are /auto upgrade, /quiet, /you'll accept. If you want, you can do a simple check to see if the upgrade is still progressing. The upgrade process will take some time. Depending on various factors, the upgrade process can take as long as 3 hours or more. On your Windows 11 Privileged Administrative Workstation, create an update script. Be sure to sign your script. You are signing your PowerShell scripts, right? Save the file to your shared scripts directory. Open Task Scheduler and right-click Task Scheduler, Local, select Connect to another computer. Click Browse and enter the Windows 10 target system. When the target computer connected, expand the Task Scheduler library, right-click, and create a new folder. Select the new folder, right-click, create a new task. General tab. Provide a meaningful name. Click Change Users or Group and type System. Using System is why we added the Domain Computers AD group to the Share Permissions. Triggers tab. Add a one-time trigger. Actions tab. Start a program. For the program script, navigate to the PowerShell executable. For the arguments, place the UNC path to the script. If you did not sign your PowerShell script, use the -execution policy bypass parameter. Click OK and close Task Scheduler. You can either wait for the scheduled task to run or right-click it and select Run to run it immediately. As with the manual process, the upgrade process will take some time. Select and right-click Task Scheduler, select Connect to another computer, and select Local Computer. On your Windows 11 Privileged Administrative Workstation, open Group Policy Management. First, we need a WMI filter to isolate only Windows 10 devices. Open WMI Filters. Right-click New. Provide a meaningful name with an optional description. For the query, I am targeting Windows 10 21H2 build number 19044 and greater, but excluding all Windows 11 systems. However, if we wanted to, we could also include and perform in-place upgrades of older Windows 11 systems so that all systems are on the absolute latest OS version and build of Windows 11. Click OK, followed by Save. At the domain or OU level, create a new GPO in this domain and link it here. Provide a name and click OK. Select the GPO and acknowledge the nuisance dialog box. Under WMI filtering, select the WMI filter created earlier and acknowledge the informational dialog box. Under security filtering, add domain computers. Right-click the GPO and select Edit. Under Computer Configuration, Preferences, Control Panel Settings, select Scheduled Tasks. Create a new scheduled task, at least Windows 7. The settings are the same as when creating a local scheduled task. Leave the action as Update, provide a name, select System as the user, set your trigger, and call the PowerShell executable and the script. However, under the Settings tab, select both Allow tasks to be run on demand and Run this task as soon as possible after scheduled start is missed checkboxes. Optionally, configure the task to stop if it runs longer than expected. This helps prevent hung processes. Following the upgrade, log in or RDP into the upgraded computer. Open an administrative terminal or PowerShell session. Type winver to see the updated information. Type winget list --upgrade -available to see all updatable apps. Agree to the source license agreement terms if so presented. Type winget update --all to update all applications. And enjoy your new Windows 11 computer. I hope you enjoyed this video, found it helpful and informative. If you have feedback, corrections, or suggestions, please share them in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with others. Thank you for watching. I truly appreciate it.